How's it going, everybody? Star Wars Talks here. So with the Acolyte trailer just dropping, there's been a ton of controversy, not really about the characters or anything like that, but more about the story, about the Sith at the very end of the trailer and the Jedi coming into contact with the Sith. So you may be asking, why is there controversy about this? It's Sith, it's Jedi, and it's Star Wars. What's there to be really worried about? Well, it's mainly because of the Ki-Adi-Mundi quote in the prequels. I'll play it now.
The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
But the quote here, this is the reason why people are upset about the Acolyte trailer, and it's because Ki-Adi-Mundi says that we have not seen Sith, or there's been no Sith around for a millennium, which is 1,000 years, and this Acolyte show takes place 100 years before this clip. So what does that mean? It means that either Ki-Adi-Mundi just had no idea and none of the Jedi knew that there were any Sith around, they were just clueless to it all, which could be a possibility. I don't think it is, and I'll explain why. Or it means that all the Jedi in the Acolyte show die, or their memory is wiped or something before they are able to pass on the information that they saw a Sith. And I don't think that's going to happen, and one of the main reasons is because the clip in the Acolyte trailer where the Sith shows up and he force pushes all the Jedi away and he ignites his lightsaber, in that scene, there are like 3, 4, 5 main characters in that scene alone. I don't see Acolyte, just killing off all the main characters right then and there. And I just want to say, if one of them gets away, just at least one of them, they're going back to the Jedi Council and they are going to tell everybody what they just witnessed. A guy with a red lightsaber. And they're going to know it's a Sith. There are Sith around at this time, but, the Sith have been kind of hiding. Darth Plagueis' master is around during this time, and he has a good scope on the galaxy. He's been hiding. He knows what's going on. Obviously, he's part of this somewhere, and they may not even mention him, but there are Sith at the time, but the Jedi are not supposed to really know. And this is very well portrayed in the Ki-Adi-Mundi quote. He says that there hasn't been Sith for 1,000 years, so obviously, they don't know Emperor Palpatine is around during the prequels. They don't even know who he is. And they don't even think the Sith are back until Darth Maul randomly shows up, who is obviously sent by Darth Sidious. And they're like, holy crap, the Sith are back. At least there's at least one of them. And he kills the Jedi. So it's kind of really just a big continuity issue right now. And overall, I would just really hope that Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, the director of the Acolyte, Leslie Headland, would just, know this information and figure out a way to, go around it. I kind of think some Star Wars fans seemed very surprised that there was a Sith shown by to the Jedi, but it was mentioned a long time ago there was going to be Jedi fighting Sith by Leslie in interviews and things. So I've known about this for a long time. I kind of thought everybody did. And all of a sudden it's coming out about the Ki-Adi-Mundi quote. And I think it makes a lot of sense that people are kind of frustrated or annoyed. But I really think that we can't, gauge the scope of what this really means until the show comes out. That could have been completely edited. I don't think it really was, to make the Sith seem like he's with the Jedi, or he or she. But they are definitely standing with Jedi in that scene, and that's going to be a continuity issue. So we're just going to see what they come up with there. I just want to say no hate towards Leslie Headland or anything like that, but she, as well as others working on the show and producers and things, have been very open about their kind of dislike for George. Not really dislike, but maybe some of the directions he's taken things in. So they've been very open about that and very pro-Disney era Star Wars. And that's okay, but I just want her to be a little cautious with the way that she's running it. And I really hope that they don't just destroy things from the prequels for the sake of, just George not being there anymore. Overall, I'm still looking forward to the show. I hope you guys are too. Any new Star Wars I get excited about. I don't really care who directs it or who writes it or anything. I just want to see it, and if it's good, it's good. I think at this point, we're at the point with Star Wars where we don't really have high expectations anymore or high hopes, and I really don't. But I will say there have been a couple good shows and a couple really good episodes of things that have come out in recent times, mainly from Dave Filoni, but I digress. I say all that to say I'm looking forward to it regardless. I hope that there's no continuity issues and that, we figure out some sort of reason. I hope that this Ki-Adi-Mundi quote just stays, in canon and lore, and that it all makes sense. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. May the Force be with you, and let me know what you think down in the comments below.